got another awesome
guest.
Another guest here on day one. We got Carlos Reyes, all the way from France.
Exactly. Thank you for the invitation.
Carlos, for all those that are watching, introduce yourself. What do you do? How are you involved with SolidWorks?
That's a good question.
All that.
How to resume that? Well, I'm YouTuber. I'm from Mexico. I'm Mexican, but I do live in France. So I'm working as a 100% content creator right now.
Full time. Nice.
Full time. Yeah, for the French market, and I was using SolidWorks since my studies because I did an engineer degree, and then content creation got me contacted with SolidWorks, and they asked me if I wanted to work with them, and I was like, for sure. It's my CAD software.
It's your tools.
Yeah, it's like my tool, everyday tool, and I was like, yeah, for sure, I would love to work with you. So since last year, we are collaborating with SolidWorks, and I'm an ambassador for the maker software for the French market.
And what kind of things are you making?
Sure. So my things are more like 3D printing stuff, cosplay, and right now I'm creating like props for fun, mostly. Like the Green Goblin glider stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You putting that on like a hoverboard or?
Yeah, I bought a hoverboard like for $10, and I just begin to design with X-Shape. So that's a tool that existed for the maker software. I didn't know that, but it's great. It's like Play-Doh.
You're pushing around a potato until it looks like something.
Exactly.
That's my phrase.
Exactly.
Well, I'm saying
it's
it.
trademarked by me. It's in YouTube history, that phrase.
It is a fascinating tool, and I think mixing that with being able to take this very organic shape and engineer it with, in SolidWorks or XDesign to add words failing me right now.
You make an organic shape and then you bring it back into SolidWorks to add engineering features to make it
parametric stuff.
Can we pause quickly? We have got Spot.
Whoa.
Spot the dog.
Oh, it's amazing. So nice.
That is incredible.
Its feet even kind of sound like a dog barking. Kind of like your chihuahuas or whatever they are. Pomeranians.
Yeah. Sorry, that was a pure ADHD squirrel.
No, please. Was amazing, man.
Where were we?
We were on about pulling a potato around.
Yes.
Yeah, about each shape.
So you can, create parametric shapes.
Parametric stuff, yeah.
And engineer it so that it can be a functional object.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning it's quite complicated because being a 100% CAD parametric guy, I was like, how this thing works?
Kind of messes with your brain, doesn't it?
Yeah, at the beginning. After that, it's like you are just flowing with it. It's amazing. And as you said, the beginning, I just trying to push everything. I took some photos of the glider.
Yeah.
I designed the overboard to see the general shape, the dimensions. And then when I have something that is more or less what I was looking for, I just cut it and put it on SolidWorks, and I started to put all the mechanics together.
To make it actually work.
Exactly, yeah.
But it's a great way to show the strengths of both pieces of software and how that could be applied to more of an engineering thing. But we're in this case applying it to something that's very fun and creative. It's
what the platform needs. It needs people to be using it, showcasing, see what it can actually be done. I mean, SolidWorks has been around for years. With the sign behind us. There's so much information. There's so much, videos online, forums and all that.
It's crazy.
The platform needs
a lot
more
of
that kind of stuff.
I think I started using it back in 2009.
You put your sticker on?
Oh, there's a sticker?
You get a sticker,
little
you put
basket
it
there,
on
put
where
sticker
you
on.
started using it.
Oh, nice. I will do.
So you used in 2009?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Popular, yeah.
So
started.
Your Iron Man suit, fully 3D printed?
Yeah, fully 3D printed, PLA. I don't know if that was a good choice.
It sounds like a lot of hours.
Yeah, a lot of hours, a lot of sanding, a lot of pain. It's not comfy at all. I'm doing a new one. I'm trying to print some stuff in TPU, some flexible filament. But at the same time, printing on TPU can be tricky because of the paint job that you need to do.
Yes.
So trying to do that, but at the same time trying to do a lot of different things. For example, last year I designed the proton cannon of the Marvel vs. Capcom video game, and it's like 2 meters long cannon, and it's completely and fully 3D printed. And at the beginning I was like, how are we going to produce this idea, right? So what I liked about this project is like, okay, I just want to use the least material possible, and I came with the idea to put like a skeleton inside of the cannon, so the cannon is completely empty inside, and I have like PVC tubes connecting everything with some big amazing rings of PLA that connects everything together. Even with this type of design, it's pretty heavy though. It's like 30 kilos, something like that. So, but yeah, hey, it's fun, so why not?
It's something that I'm fascinated about. Stuff like your suit it's a concept that I used to do when I did a bit of prop making. So take a prop from a video game. When I brought it into life, I'd make it functional. If it moved in the game, it'll move in real life. Add all these functional bits, and you doing that with your Iron Man suit as well. All the little panels that you make things move, things pop up, all that kind of stuff. That's
amazing. Yeah, and I love doing that, and I think people love it. So, and I think it's like you say, bringing something from sci-fi to the real world. First have this challenge because it's not quite easy, and then when you've done it right, people love it, and you are proud of it. So
you're putting the mechatronics back into it and your stuff as well, like the faceplate and
exactly, faceplate. I did some coding.
Yeah, I was going to ask, are you coding it all yourself?
Yeah. It's funny because in 2020 I had a lot of time, and I was like, let's learn Arduino, and just started back then. And then that was the main reason that I started my YouTube channel, because after learning Arduino and having some 3D printers at home, I was like, okay, now I can do stuff. I know how to design, I have the Arduino, I have the 3D printers, let's now open a YouTube channel. So that was a little bit of the beginning story of Carlos Reyes.
And you get to show your progress, people learn from it, people get inspired to create.
Exactly.
You're primarily French in your content. Your content's mostly French market.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also an Instagram guy, so Instagram is more like English and French, like 50-50. But on YouTube, I'm like 100% speaking in French. But like 1 month ago, YouTube opened the option to auto translate. So you can find my videos. They are now in English. The new ones coming are now fully translated. I mean, it's not perfect because it's just the beginning, but that's amazing. I think it's going to be great.
Where can people find you?
So I'm in YouTube as Carlos 3D Print, and Instagram, also Facebook, Blue Sky.
You got all the big ones covered at least.
The popular ones. What are you said earlier, SolidWorks is your main tool, your daily tool. What's your other tools that you're using for your props?
Good question.
When they all work together, you can make incredible things. So what is it that you use?
Yeah, I mean, 3D printers and slicer software, like for the 3D printer, it's a tool. So it's like my process is an idea, then getting the assets, image, reference. Maybe if I can buy a physical thing or a toy, that's amazing because I can see the colors, I can see the shape, I can see what I can do, and then I spend my day in SolidWorks trying to replicate it. And also what I love to do is, if I'm going to go big, I reproduce the design but scale it down. Like that, I can see with my partner who is working with me at the workshop if all the pieces work well together.
Even if
it's like, exactly.
You don't have to print it full 100%,
exactly.
You can do 10% and check your fitment and things.
Exactly, and we were like, maybe here it's not going to be great, maybe here we need to buy more bearings or things like that. And that's it. After that, it's only doing 3D printed stuff, laser cutting, CNC, and a lot of sanding.
It's the bane of a prop maker is sanding.
Sanding is the bane of my life when I do my making.
I always found if I just spray painted it and took photos of it, it'd look good enough on camera.
Yeah, that's the thing. Also, I'm just trying new stuff. Like if you print it on fishy skin, you can like hide a little bit. But I mean, for an Iron Man armor, you need to be like perfect.
Yes.
Especially if you're wearing it at something like Comic-Con, you want it to look its best. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I've always found, if you're painting something that's meant to look worn and damaged,
you can get
so
away
easy.
With more,
Yeah,
very
you try
clean, clean, shiny armor and stuff.
Yeah, like battle damage style.
Yeah.
I mean, you've obviously seen the Halo Master Chief helmet there.
Yeah, amazing.
It breaks my brain to look at that because it looks fake.
Really?
It doesn't look like it was actually shot with a gun. It looks like
okay, I know what you mean.
He spent a lot of time creating that battle damage, and it's very interesting to look at because he can now study that, see what it looks like, and when he makes his next helmet, which is going to be resin cast or printed, he can try and replicate that same kind of damaged look by using that as his inspiration.
I'll tell you what would be really clever. Get it 3D scanned.
Oh, that would be nice.
That would be very... It's interesting seeing people like Brad doing crazy stuff that's really outside of the box of what everybody else is doing.
Like you said before, it's inspiring. Also, it's like great to be here because you meet a lot of amazing people from other countries and a lot of different ideas and a lot of different projects, and it's like ultra resourcing of like, okay, when I'm coming back, I want to do this and that. So it's amazing.
An event like this, 3D Experience World, how does it benefit you? Like, what do you get the most out of this event
what's
for yourself?
Your takeaway?
It's like a bowl of air, fresh air, For me, it's like, the first of all is like the people. I love it because the connection, thanks to this event, I met you guys.
Yes.
And also Brad and Tolga and a lot of content creators. Also, I met a lot of people working for SolidWorks. A lot of people that were following me on Instagram or so. So I think for me, the most important part of this event is the people, the connections.
Yes.
And also the second most important part is like you have like big announcements and things that are coming with the software, and you are like excited and you are saying to yourself like, cool. I know that SolidWorks is evolving.
Yeah, it's
and
quite
changing.
reinvigorating, isn't it?
Exactly.
Gives you that boost every year to be like, right,
exactly.
What's next for me?
It puts you in a room mixed with people you would not normally mix with.
Exactly. Yeah.
You got your little workshop. You're making props, but you could be standing next to someone who works for like SpaceX, building rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys are just oogling over, your Iron Man suit, for example.
Yeah.
It's always fascinated me, the kind of people that you get to meet and find here. And last year you had your Iron Man suit here.
Yeah.
Is Iron Man going to make an appearance this year?
Not this time. I will not lie. Logistics are quite difficult. Bringing an Iron Man suit from France to the United States can be complicated. I had a lot of problems last year. It was really fun though.
But it was. I mean, you look at so much of the marketing content leading up to this.
Yeah,
Master Chief, it turns heads. It's, like I was saying, you're being mixed in a room with people that you wouldn't normally do. The people that are doing the basic, laser scanning and all that stuff. They don't see that kind of stuff.
No.
Often, unless they go to Comic-Cons.
Yeah, exactly. And they were like, okay, taking photos with me and sending some pictures to their sons and things like that. So it was pretty funny.
But you're also mixing with people that aren't just like, cool, it's Iron Man. They're like, how did you make that?
Exactly.
How did that work?
Yeah, exactly.
And you can have more of those engineering conversations about your suit.
Yeah, and also you have a good feedback of your work. Like, okay, maybe if you do it this way, or only like good job or things like that. So again, it's really invigorating and it's awesome. But I think why not next year? Maybe a new Iron Man.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. Painted up nice and red. I mean, The original is red.
Yeah. For the next one, I want to make a mix of matte. Is that
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt. Yeah.
matte red and another type of gold. So to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Like if Hacksmith is able to complete their power arm and bring that, your Iron Man suit, Master Chief,
It will be
and
amazing.
hopefully more, you know,
Exactly.
more cosplayers and that stuff.
Yeah, it will be amazing.
We've always said that, like with the 501st Legion, with the Star Wars guys,
Yeah.
you tell them SolidWorks wants to make a donation to their charity, they'll bring a whole bunch of stormtroopers
Oh.
and, you know, do something really cool. I
That's
know,
amazing.
David, you had the droid last year.
Yeah.
He really wants
Oh,
to
yeah.
build a droid for SolidWorks.
Oh, that's nice.
And I think that's amazing. It becomes their little mascot.
What do you think is going to be called?
That's
Caddy, Cat tree, 3D.
No, it'd have to be 3D experience something.
It'll be R2 3D.
R2 3D. I think
R2
that's
why
very good.
not?
Yeah,
Coined
I
it.
like that. I'm going to suggest it. Kim,
That's
if you're
amazing.
watching, you owe me money if you use that.
Branded. Boom.
Yeah.
So everybody's paying you now for
Right, I'm
it.
gonna-
Yeah, everyone.
Oh, yeah, everyone pays me.
The
for my
potato phrase.
sense. Push the potato till it turns into something interesting. R2 3D. I come out with some crackers at times.
You do. Have you tried SolidWorks 1995 yet?
No,
Oh,
I
it's-
just arrived. I think I will spend a couple of days and hours visiting because we have the Maker Zone, we have some scanning 3D and things like that. So
Yeah, there is so much to do. There is a lot to do.
yeah. So there is a 95 SolidWorks license.
Original 1995 SolidWorks at the far side.
But as you come into the main door to the
Turn
right,
Immediately,
Okay.
immediately to the right as you come through the main door. They've even got it on like an old, I don't know, an old crappy screen. I'm going to use
The
that
CRT.
word. CRT
Oh,
screen.
okay.
burns your
got it.
retinas when you look at it.
Mouse ball.
Okay.
It takes
okay.
two people to lift the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Heavy as anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they built a little time
The
capsule.
good bug,
full original.
good old days. The good old
Well,
days.
I don't know. We were sat there for 10 minutes, weren't we? And our eyes were hurting after that. So I can't imagine doing 8 hours of design on it.
Yeah, I do remember when I started designing, I was only 2D guy, doing some lines. Only to draw a line was like pretty difficult because you had like almost coded,
Yeah.
like doing
Exposition,
the
this to
exactly
X that,
coordinates
yeah.
and things like that. And I remember when I started working in Mexico as a young engineer, I remember a guy telling me like, yeah, today is pretty easy. Back then when I started, it was really complicated, and I was like, it's still complicated. And it's crazy to see that 10 years from there, today is like completely, completely different.
The
story.
user interface and how you actually like
Yeah.
make models now is so much simpler than the 95 version. The toolbar ribbon and all of that, it's added so much.
What I find fascinating about the 95 version is how much you can actually do with it.
Really?
Oh, you can.
It's
it
disgustingly
yeah,
powerful.
yeah. Disgustingly powerful for something that's 1995 and cost $1 million to make the first edition.
Yeah.
It was the first version, right?
Yeah, 1995 when
Oh,
we released.
right.
They had a guy named Jeff Seltzer. He used to do SolidWorks training in 1995.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they had him sit and model something on there.
I bet you still do it in ridiculous time.
He was just going through all these different tips and that you know the guys on the booth didn't know.
No,
It's like,
they
oh, if you do
weren't,
this,
yeah.
you can click that, and you do that.
Oh, okay.
And that, I think that is amazing. This conference, you get to meet so many interesting people, see so many cool things, and it's always awesome to hang out with people like yourself, have these conversations. and
Thank
chat.
you. It's amazing for me
And
to
that
be
way-
here.
And thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
chatting
you,
to us.
guys.
I know you're feeling a bit rough. Last night was a bit heavy.
Yeah, sorry
But
to
it's
pull,
okay.
sorry
all
to pull
there.
you away from the pool.
Yeah. I will go take a nap. I
Yeah.
think it will be.
Sun's
Good
out,
idea.
guns out.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for sitting down. and
Thank you,
joining
guys.
us. And once again, where can people follow you?
Carlos 3D print.
Carlos
3D
print.
print.
Everything will be there.
Number D print.
And thank you very much for joining and watching. We'll see you guys in the next
thank
one.
you.
Ciao, ciao.